What if I told you that Bianca Belair is finally on her way back to WWE? And what if I told you that her return might not just shake things up but also kickstart a major storyline that could have long-lasting implications? That's what we're going to break down today, because the EST of WWE has been missing from our screens since WrestleMania, and fans have been wondering, where is she? Why has she been absent? And most importantly, when is she coming back? Let's rewind just a little. At WrestleMania 41, Bianca Belair was involved in a high-stakes triple threat match against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. It was a massive match for the division and for Bianca personally. She had just come off being part of tag team championship runs, first with Jade Cargill and then with Naomi. That was a big transition from her usual solo dominance. But Bianca didn't stay in the tag scene for long. She earned herself a shot at the world title, something she had worked tirelessly toward. She was lined up to face Rhea Ripley in what many fans expected to be a show-stealing singles encounter. But then WWE did what WWE does best: throw in a swerve. In what felt like a creative twist out of Vince Russo's playbook, the match was altered. Instead of a one-on-one contest, Io Sky was inserted, and the result was a triple threat. That match delivered on expectations. No doubt, it was a spectacle and one of the highlights of the night. But unfortunately, it came at a cost for Bianca Belair. She suffered an injury, specifically broken fingers. Now, to the average person, broken fingers might not sound like a big deal, especially in a business like professional wrestling where injuries are common. But finger injuries can seriously affect grip strength, in-ring work, and performance. WWE chose to let her heal, give her some time off, and allow fans to miss her. And that's what they've done. Now it's June, and the buzz is picking back up. Fans are asking, where's Bianca Belair? And thanks to a new report from Mike Johnson of PW Insider, we have an update. Bianca is slated to make her return soon. While there's no concrete return date confirmed by WWE, there is strong internal belief that Bianca Belair will be back by SummerSlam. That's early August, so we're just a few weeks away from her being potentially back on WWE television. But there's more to this return than just a date. There are ripple effects that her return could have on WWE storylines, particularly those involving Naomi and Jade Cargill. You may remember, before her injury, Bianca was caught between Jade and Naomi. There was tension, mystery, and even betrayal in the air. Jade didn't believe Bianca's claim that she wasn't aware Naomi had attacked her. Bianca was caught in the middle of a brewing feud. WWE had plans to stretch this into something big, possibly a three-way rivalry or a dramatic fallout between all three women. But with Bianca's injury, all of those plans had to be shelved or rewritten. Now that she's on the verge of returning, WWE might revisit that narrative, or they might take her in a totally new direction. Let's talk timelines for a second. WWE is currently running the Queen of the Ring tournament, which culminates at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. The winner of that tournament will go on to challenge for a women's title at SummerSlam. Interestingly, Bianca is nowhere to be found in that bracket. That strongly suggests that she won't be back in time for Night of Champions. But what about after that? That's where things get interesting. There's another premium live event coming up called Evolution 2, scheduled for July 13th. That event will be WWE's first all-women's pay-per-view since the original Evolution in 2018. It's a major deal and the kind of platform you would expect WWE to use for a big return. It just makes sense. Think about it. They have about 10 days between Night of Champions and Evolution 2 to build the card. What better way to generate buzz than to bring back one of their top stars? And while WWE has already started building that card with names like Bayley, Tiffany Stratton, and others in the mix, there's no bigger return pop they could get than bringing back Bianca. The Evolution brand is all about elevating and celebrating women's wrestling. Bianca Belair, with her charisma, athleticism, and star power, fits perfectly into that mold. Bringing her back at Evolution 2 would not only excite fans but also open the door to several high-stakes matchups heading into SummerSlam. Now here's the million-dollar question. What's next for Bianca Belair? And the truth is, there's no single clear path. There are multiple potential routes. That's part of the excitement. She could renew her rivalry with Rhea Ripley. There's definitely unfinished business there, especially after Rhea interfered in Bianca's title match plans. Bianca could say, "Hey, I was supposed to get a one-on-one title match at WrestleMania. You messed that up. I won my shot." That could be the setup for a major SummerSlam rematch or even a headlining match later this year. Or WWE could have Bianca reignite her feud with Io Sky. That would also make sense given how their match ended and the dynamic between the two. A solo feud could allow Bianca to reassert her dominance and get back in the title hunt. Alternatively, WWE could go in a completely different direction. They might decide to put Bianca on a new brand at SmackDown instead of Raw, or even test the waters with her in NXT again, though less likely. It's not impossible. WWE has shown recently that they're willing to move major names across all three brands. Then there are the dream matches. Bianca has never faced stars like Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Vaquer, or even Julia. If WWE pulls off a major international signing, that's where things get really exciting. Fresh matchups mean renewed interest, and after a few months off, fans are hungry to see Bianca back in action. WWE could capitalize on that by booking her in a match we've never seen before, something that would generate buzz on social media and bring in viewers. And now we arrive at the most speculative but potentially game-changing idea. What if Bianca Belair turned heel? Fans have debated this for years. Could she pull it off? Would WWE actually go through with it? On paper, it sounds great. It's fresh. It's different. It could open the door to a new character evolution. But in practice, it's not so simple. Bianca is deeply loved by fans. She's got the energy, the attitude, and the positivity that kids and families adore. She's a natural babyface. Turning her heel would be a challenge, not just creatively, but also in terms of fan reception. The problem with turning popular babyfaces heel is that fans often refuse to boo them. They become cool heels, which means they get cheered anyway. That's what happened to Roman Reigns during his early heel run. And if you want Bianca to be a proper heel, she can't be a cool one. She'd have to be ruthless, savage, and cold. That's tough to do when the audience still sees you as someone they love and respect. Now, yes, Bianca did have a heel run in NXT early in her career, but honestly, who remembers it? Even longtime fans struggle to recall any iconic moments from that era. She may have played the heel role, but it wasn't memorable. It didn't define her the way her main roster babyface run has. So, while it's possible, and some fans want it, turning her heel would take careful planning and flawless execution. If WWE doesn't get it right, it could backfire. Regardless of what direction WWE chooses, the important thing is this: Bianca Belair is coming back. And when she does, the landscape of WWE's women's division is going to shift. There are too many possibilities, too many matchups, and too many storylines that can unfold for this not to be a major turning point in her career. Whether she goes after a title, resumes a feud, forms an alliance, or redefines her character, Bianca's return is going to be a big deal. So if you're a fan of the EST, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Her absence has only made the heart grow fonder. And now, with Evolution 2 and SummerSlam on the horizon, WWE has the perfect stage to bring her back and let her shine once again. There's no denying it, Bianca Belair is one of the top stars in the company. Her return is going to matter. And the only question that remains is this: what will she do next? Whatever the answer, one thing's for sure, we're all watching.